Hello, I'm Jena Harris, and welcome to today's Soul Food and Grace Moment. I'm so glad that you're back today. Maybe this is your first time. If it's your first time, welcome. Go back and listen. I do these daily Soul Food and Grace Moments each and every day. Go back and listen to the messages, whatever calls to your spirit. Today's message is Psalm 104:13 through 14. He waters the mountains from the upper chambers. The land is satisfied by the fruit of his work. He makes grass grow for the cattle and the plants for the people to cultivate, bringing forth food from the earth. And just really quick, on a side note here, these are also very inspirationally created to trigger for you, not only, and for me as well, reestablishing the Bible in your life, listening to the message of God, building that relationship with God. When I read these verses, if you feel inspired, read the chapters. Really connect and see where God is guiding you, okay? So that is really the inspiration that I infuse in these each and every day. So with this specific message today, I wanted to share a time about 7 years ago. My youngest was like 6 months old, and I was still working at my corporate position, and I was also building my business at the same time. And also, it's so crazy to think about right now. I was like, how did I do it? I was still nursing my 6-month-old. And needless to say, I was getting very, very little rest, as I'm sure that you can imagine, right? And I know that I'm not alone with that. I know there's so many men and women out there like sacrificing for their families and doing what we have to do. But I remember coming home from work one day and I was so exhausted, more than I could ever remember that I had been exhausted before. And it sounds so dramatic, as like, seriously, even as I say, is like, oh, it sounds all dramatic, but yet I just want to share with you guys. I remember, still to this moment, I remember that feeling in my body. I just was so over the top, so tired beyond words could describe. My husband must have known it by the way that I looked when I walked in the door, that he immediately said, go lay down outside on the hammock. I think I texted him on my way home. I was just like, I'm so exhausted. Anyways, he said, go lay outside on the hammock and just relax. And I don't know if it was the sun hitting my skin or the fresh air or the birds I heard as, my eyes were closed, but it was one of the most relaxing naps I've ever had. Honestly, at least I'm still years later remembering that moment. I fell right asleep so hard. I think I slept for 2 hours outside. I've never done that before. But when I woke, I felt so incredibly refreshed and rejuvenated. And today I wanted to inspire you to not only take good care of yourself, but allow yourself time to appreciate the gifts that God has brought to us through nature. Sometimes going outside or going for a run or breathing the fresh air or listening to the sounds can bring you back to center. That calmness, the peace that really helps you to hit that reset button in your life, in our busy life, right? So this verse in Psalms reminds us that in the midst of our busy and sometimes hectic life, a quiet moment can remind us of God's presence. And, He made the high mountains and the branches for the birds to rest on. And as verse 24 says, how many are your works, Lord? In wisdom you made them all. The earth is full of your creatures. God is so good. I pray blessings over your life today, and may you get the rejuvenation today that is needed, that is much needed in your life. Place your hands over your heart and claim this power I am today. I take time to be still. One more time, I take time to be still. We're speaking life. We are speaking life. That is what these power I ams are for. We're speaking life. I bless you. I thank you. I love you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. We'll see you on the next message. Love you lots.